I don't want to start resenting YouTube, because once you start resenting it, that's when people all of a sudden, go into burnout mode, and they just don't even want to, they don't want to keep going, and all the work that they had put in, they just like give it up because they're too burnt out. And so I was like, how can I maintain a high level of joy, a high level of excitement, but then still like evolve, like show that I'm evolving? And I was like, it's just not going to be with like the quality of this. It's just going to be with my knowledge. So I'm going to get smarter. I'm going to do more research. I'm going to do more trial and error. I'm going to do more experiments. I'm going to get more certifications, and then I'm going to be consistent. That is my promise to the community. Now, all the audio and and the 4K and the 10K, cameras and all that stuff, like, it's just not me. It's just not. And again, God may bless me with that, and make it easy, but I just love being able to pop up my phone and start going in and connecting with you guys. Like, I don't care for all the other stuff. And so I know that someone had asked the other day, they're like, why is your page not, like, why hasn't it grown? And I know why, viewer experience, people that don't know me, they're like, who's this girl on the internet talking in her living room? Audio's okay, the presentation's okay, like I'm moving on, right? But I'm okay with that. Like, I've come to terms with not being focused on the numbers. The numbers will come as they may, but I'm not going to be focused on the numbers, and I want to focus on quality. When I answer your questions, I want to answer them deeply and honestly and intentionally, instead of like focusing on being like a curated creator, YouTuber, and having bigger numbers, but I'm more disconnected, right? Because I'm just so stressed out about the editing and trying to keep up. I'm not trying to be a Mr. Beast. I'm not. And I think that for some people, like, a lot of the YouTube advice out there is excellent if you love cinematography. I love to watch it, but I know that my page is not going to grow as fast because I don't care to like be up till 3 a.m. editing a video. I just don't. You super chat her, Dale. I spent all my money on ribs for Memorial Weekend. So with that being said, I am going to, I've been getting a lot of questions about the launch in a day. Now, before I go into my launch in a day course, I want to tell you guys about why I think that, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, you guys, but Google just announced what is it called? What's it called? VO something. Basically, they just launched the ability to make these videos like at an insane high level quality fast way. What's it called? Does anyone know? What's it called? It was let me see, Google new AI. I'm just gonna type that in. I don't know why the name is like VO3. That's right. So Google just announced VO3. You guys, and I appreciate the encouragement, guys. I really do. So Google has already taken over the world. But so we just got to get in on it. Like, we just got to partner up with Google and AI and all this. And again, I was having a conversation with someone at the gas station, actually. I was having a conversation with someone at the gas station, and they were like, it's crazy, AI is taking over. And then we were talking about how AI hasn't necessarily taken over his job, because he works the register at the gas station and manages the gas station. He's like, but to be honest, I could see how a robot could end up taking this over. I could see it. And so we were just kind of like having fun contemplating like all the jobs that seem like you can't get rid of it, but it is. And then they came out with VO3, Google. And when you guys just type in VO3, it literally looks like, okay, like you're just watching like a 8K movie or something. Like, the way that the AI, VO3, it looks like it's the best I've ever seen. Like, if you're really paying attention, you could tell it's not a human. But if you weren't, if you were just kind of like casually scrolling, like you might just not even pick up on the fact that it's fake, because what's happening is, yeah, it's $250 a month. I think right now it's like, it's on sale right now for the first month for like $130, something like that. But yeah, it is $250 a month. But you guys already know how it goes. That's going to get cheaper over time, right? We have stores with no humans already. Wow. Yeah, it's true. There's those Amazon stores where you just walk in and you never pay. You just like walk through, and then it, like, because you have the app activated, you walk through and then you shop and then you just walk out, and when you walk out, I believe it like just swipes the money from your account. Something like that. I haven't been into one. There's not one near me, but there's robots that deliver food all over. I've shown you guys all over LA. There's self-driving cars all over LA. Like, it's crazy. So I don't know if it's like God putting it on my heart or what, but like I really want everybody to have some kind of digital space, like taking up digital space where they're not just taking over and pouring out. Because when you guys are on the internet, you guys are pouring out your likeness, your humor, your knowledge, commenting, like you are pouring into the internet. Every time you engage, okay? Every time you engage, you are giving people more reasons to, like, it pushes the video out, and then advertisers are getting paid more. That's fine. That's fine. Like, we're all kind of like helping each other out, right? So I'm on here, you guys are learning, we're connecting, right? So you're still getting value out of this. And then when I post this later, ads are going to be on the video. So it's good for the people that bought the ads. It's good for Google. It's good for YouTube. Everybody's winning. But if you are on here just being the one that is giving out your energy and receiving nothing back, I want to encourage you to like get in the game. So it says, I'm looking to buy your belly fat ebook. That's the only part of my body I'm insecure about, especially because I'm small, under 5 feet. Yeah. Get the book, girl. It's $4.99. It's usually $7.99. It's on sale right now for $4.99. It's worth it. There's a lot of people in here that have bought the book. They love it. Read the reviews first. Many people feel the same way as you. And then I think it's either Stez or Steez. That's major facts as well. This is why, and I also was listening to a podcast where there was professionals on there and people that are in the space of like understanding like the psychology about what's going to be happening with society. And this is my thing with it. We can either be a part of the group that's going to say, I refuse to use it. Okay, I refuse to be a part of it. I don't like anything that has to do with it, and then have to eventually be forced to be a part of it anyway. And I'll tell you a perfect example of this in a second. Or be open to like, okay, how can I just implement this and have it enhance my life? Because it's taking over anyway. It just depends on where you want to fall. Now, remember, 20, 30 years ago, all the people that had brick and mortar businesses, and all of a sudden the internet came out, right? And they're like, I don't want to be on the internet. Like, I'm fine with my mom and pop brick and mortar, okay? 20 years later, they were forced to have some kind of online presence. They all ended up doing it anyway. Now, it didn't get rid of brick and mortar altogether, because we still love like being able to browse and feel, right? Like, that's a big part of like humanity. Like, we love to feel, smell, like be in person. On here, we can only see each other and talk to each other and hear each other, but the scent, the feeling is like, and like the whatever that intuitive aura is that we plug into each other, like, I don't know, they just feel, I don't like their energy, or it's like, ooh, they're just pleasant to be around, right? Like, I don't know, like that was a nice conversation. I just feel better after walking away. Like, there's that humanness, right? So it didn't take it away, but those brick and mortars had to eventually get on the internet anyway, kicking and screaming. So why not be a part of the game and get in early? While everybody else is scared, you're becoming an expert at AI and building an online business And by the time in 5 years, when people are like, finally, you know what, I think I'll just get more comfortable with it, you're already in the thousands, making thousands, even potentially $1 million a year from AI. Okay, so I just want to throw that out there. This book took me a painstaking 3 months. You guys, 45 pages. It did not have to take that long, but I just was in my head too much with it. This was before ChatGPT, right before, I think like 2 months later, ChatGPT dropped like on the world, right? I teach you guys in the course that I have offered, all right? Let me see what you guys are saying really quick. What's your opinion on going beyond meditation and self-inquiry for enlightenment, such as, I'm not really sure. I don't really have an answer for that, to be honest with you. I might dive into that in another live, but thank you for asking. YMC, I should have used the word instead coach, resonates. So, okay. I have a passion for people learning how to make money online because I myself have been able to make $40,000, $45,000 in a month. When you calculate all my streams of income together, I've been able to touch that level of funds in 1 month. And most people don't, that's their average salary a year, right? Maybe 40, 50, maybe 60, the average American person, right? Now, when I touched that, when I was able to get a glimpse of that, I was like, and it's only because of the internet. I didn't do that from like being a real estate agent and like meeting up with someone in person and doing a big deal. I built an online presence and made that. And the thing is that I think it's hard for us to wrap our heads around that we have access to human beings across the whole planet, the entire planet. And so we're like, well, you know, who's going to buy it? It's like there's 8 billion people on the planet. Like someone is going to like your product. All you have to do is come up with something that is being bought. So that's what I did. Women are always complaining. Like if you see how I have this is in digital form. Okay? This is in digital form. Just like how I just did a free training right now, a 90-minute training before this section in the live. Just how I did that, all right? You can do it too. Everybody should have some kind of ebook. Like, if you have it, to me, this is my personal opinion, you know, this is me being big sister Ciana. If you're on the internet and you have access to humans and you're having conversations with humans, why would you not have something to exchange? Like if you have 500 followers, 300 followers, why not have an ebook, some kind of digital product? We went over the digital products actually yesterday on the last live. So if you want to, there's like over 30 different digital products you can make that are fun. We got actually really creative with that live yesterday on all the digital products. But see how I have this, and this was the course book for the free training. You can get this right now, right? You can get this on my website. I teach you how to build your own website. This is embodypursuit.com. I teach you how to create your own website on my course. Okay? I teach you how to see on my personal website, I have 8 digital products that are, as we're on this live together, people are buying these digital products from me. As I'm with you chit-chatting, I'm seeing drop downs of sales coming in from my digital products. I want you to be able to do that too. Like, why not? You could be out at your 9 to 5, and while you're at your 9 to 5, you get on your lunch break and you see 5, 6, 7, 8 sales, 100 sales. I told you guys a story the other day how this mom made showed her receipts, made over $1 million in 15 months from selling digital products. As someone that was a district manager, I was over 7 locations in the greater LA area. I had 30 full-time people working under me, 400 part-time people working under me. I've dealt with physical products like physical t-shirts, jeans, flip-flops, perfumes, lotions, like all that stuff, right? I used to have to manage millions of dollars worth of assets, like, you know, through other people. I had seven people that had to report to me.